Hi everyone, welcome back to the YouTube setup series. Okay, so this is not the final, this is a replacement for the previous one. I'm probably gonna do better and give you some more options next time. But however, the old one needed to be replaced because it was quite sad, it wasn't great at all. Right, so let's go with this one. I'll see what I can come up the next time. There's a couple options here as well. So how to set up the YouTube channel. So we're going down to number 5 at the moment, and we're gonna make some video end credits. Okay, some basic stuff, but honestly, let's just get this done, and then I'll come up with more better things, and then we're gonna go with that. Right, so we're at the number 5 now, videos end credits. There are two things to watch out for. Okay, so the sizes of the video. Okay, 1280 pixels times 720, it's YouTube resolution. The HD one is 1920 times 1080, which is widescreen as well. And then if you just go with the numbers up or down, then the ratio is the same. Okay, so it doesn't have to, it can't be too long because nobody's coming to watch your videos for the end credits. Okay, and then on the right hand side I laid out the message. Just the basic stuff. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and then yeah, subscribe to the more videos. Okay, so let's start with the first one, which is gonna quite slightly overlap, but let's start with a PowerPoint with a single page. Okay, so creating a simple end credits with the PowerPoint single page one or with the Photoshop. It's very beginning, so there's lots of more ways to do it, and of course I touched the Premiere Pro and everything. It's a bit more tricky, but this is super simple. If you wonder where all these slides come down from all my videos, it's pretty much like really some simple stuff like PowerPoint, which you can use for everything really. So let's just collect one of these. You've seen it before. Let's just create. Okay, we're not gonna go cancel. It's just some internet's not good on. It's not on my side at the moment. Right, here we go. So end credits. Okay, I showed this for the beginning, but basically let's just pick one out. It's the most simple one. This is empty. Okay, delete the whole thing. Hide them. I'm just gonna delete them. So we have this every. Yeah. So this is a PowerPoint. Well, with the Photoshop is pretty much the same. I have this thumbnail I created, very basic one, just a long time ago. It's not end credits, but basically it's just because of the information. So we're just gonna insert some text in. Let's have a look. Text box. It's gonna be here. Okay, first message. Oh, so many times misspelled. Okay, no worries. Okay, let's just. Okay, let's insert another one. So I'm just trying to lay out the message. Yeah. Pretty much. Let's do another one. Yeah. Oops. Okay, very simple. It's the message, that's the end credits. However you want to finish your video, let's just get them all somewhere in place. Okay, let's have a look what we got here. Okay, so I have my videos, my assets, and should be some logo and graphics. YouTube buttons, that's the one I want. Just put these in. Alright, too big. Okay, the text. So we got the layout, that's all the message we want to spread out. Just thank people for actually enjoying what we create at some stage. Okay, super. Okay, that's why it's so big. That's why I can't see it actually. It's interesting. Okay. Let's put it down. And all this here. And put the second pitch down as well. So subscribe one. Oh wow, that's a big one. So basically this is the message we want to actually give to whoever is watching the videos. There is no harm on it, it's very basic and superb. This is PowerPoint, but I do use also Photoshop, which is the same thing. Whichever you prefer, whichever is better, and it's just I'll just save this. I'll do this one as well. Okay, save as. And put Photoshop file for it. Photoshop PSD, perfect. Go to desktop, save. And we're gonna make another one, and that's gonna be okay. That's gonna be a simple JPEG. If it's gonna allow me. I'm going too fast about this one. I'm gonna export the file so far faster than this. Okay, let's do the JPEG. Okay, to the desktop as well, superb. Right, so I don't really know which software you do use for video editing. I use the Premiere Pro, and it's very grateful. So Adobe Premiere Pro, it's not super cheap, of course. I have another alternative. So the Premiere Pro loves either the PSD or it loves the JPEG. Okay, so this is the PSD one, and this is the end grid. So it shouldn't be too long, it shouldn't be too short. You can play around with it, so the length and everything. You just push the play. This is your end credit, so thank you for watching and all that. The other software I still use it. This is my first purchase. It was like $65 if I remember correctly. It doesn't like the PSD files, but that is, the software is about, so Filmora is the software's name, and Wondershare is the company that makes it. Well, the website wondershare.com. So Filmora, it does not like the PSD files. It loves the other ones. It loves the JPEG, of course, and it loves the JPEG from the there you go, from the PowerPoint as well. So there's alternatives to PowerPoint. This is a JPEG at the end of your video. Put some music on it behind, and it's just gonna go. Okay, let me try to find out the JPEG from the PowerPoint I made. Okay, this can minimize. We can minimize that. Perfect. Okay, file. So as the message is there, the logos are there. Simple message. I don't really use this way. I do use the PowerPoint and all the other things, but I don't create. This is the basic stuff I can do. We are gonna go for JPEG. And drop it off in now. So the JPEG is just this light. Okay, so the JPEG is going to work for both of the pieces of software. Okay, and there we go. Let me just drop it above. Even on Premiere Pro, let's just do the end credits for it. Just right after the first one. Superb. Okay, that matches. Hit the play button, and it's going to do it. Perfect. Okay, so the other option, what we have with the PowerPoint, which is really the simplest way, this is the option 2. So there's a single, you can have the single one, single page thank you letter, or you can actually have the whole video for it. I'm just going to copy the thing, paste it a couple of times. There we go. Okay, and so we're going to do slide for this. Thank you for watching. It's going to be the first one. Then it's going to be 1, 2 more messages. Okay, so this can go. Actually, no, the other way around. Let's do the last one out. This is out. This is out. Why am I doing it on the first line? Okay, so the first one, first message on the top. It's done. Second one has the thumbs up extra. Okay, and the final message like this. Perfect. So what you want to do is, well, you can do it slide by slide, of course. So you can just add it one by one if you want to make your life a bit more difficult. But the second option is, because of the PowerPoint power, you can actually export it, and you can export it as a video file. So you can add it to any video and just add it next to it, whichever. So 5 seconds each is going to be too much. Let's say 3 seconds each. Full HD. Create a video, the length, and so MPEG-4. That's the one we want. We're going to go to desktop, and we're going to export the whole thing. Okay, so these are your end credits. Like in a video, it's going to take a while. It takes a while. Okay, creating video here on the bottom. Take a second. Of course, there is lots of animations you can do. You can have these things not showing up one by one, but actually sliding in from left for right, or even the thumb picture here, you just can come slide up from bottom or from top, or just miraculously appear from 0, because it has all these animation properties in PowerPoint, which is good as well. Okay, let's have a look. Presentation is still not there. Takes long. Okay, so it's taking time. Probably not the best way to do it, but if there is something and there's going to be new features, what I do and everything, I do go with the Premiere Pro. But the thing with the Premiere Pro is really that you actually need a separate course to actually do the whole thing. Editing there is a bit more complicated than the average piece of software. Well, but at the same time, I have the Photoshop and I don't know all the features. Right, let's have a look what the Premiere Pro, actually the PowerPoint, excuse me, has made for us. Okay, double click. I'm using Windows, so it's going to be Windows Media Player, MPEG-4. Everybody can do it. And there we go. Thank you. Okay, this thing appears, thumbs up, and the subscribe. So, and of course you can paste it in any media editing, video editing software, and just drop this in our presentation 1, MPEG-4. It's up here. Let's delete this one here. It has its length, okay, so it doesn't want to actually change it. Okay, I'll just play it then, because we gave the time for it. Oh, there we go. The preview is on the right hand side on the top. Thank you. Okay, give it a thumbs up. subscribe. So perfect, the mission is accomplished. So PowerPoint can do the whole thing for you. If you want a single one, then it's going to be the other way around. Right, so video editing software. The very first one I came across and actually paid from like $65, if I remember correctly, was the one I mentioned before. This is the, let's have a look again. I can't distinguish the name. Okay, Filmora is the software and Wondershare is the website you buy it. So it's very simple and it looks exactly like Premiere Pro, Adobe. I'm a big fan of Adobe. I have everything. I have Dreamweaver for my website, I have Photoshop for my pictures, Premiere Pro for videos, Adobe Capture for recording the screen, and I don't use the After Effects. Okay, Filmora is there as well, and I still have it, and there's a reason why. So this Filmora, it really doesn't cost too much. It has all this basic stuff, and it looks like it's the same really, because there's lines for video, music, and editing, but it has lots of features, like here, some music, and text and credits is the one we're gonna look at. Okay, end credits. There's so many of them. It's so simple to use them. You just select one, the one you want. Add, okay, it's already here. If you select it, it's gonna take a while. Let's have a look. Okay, so you can just change everything here. Let's say this gender. Well, I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm just gonna look at yes. Okay, you can change the text. There was a button for the music and everything, but let's just hit the play. Oh, there you go. That's me. And there's Django. Okay, nobody knows who that is. Right, there's lots of freebies. You don't need to pay for them. You can use them commercially if you want to. Super easy, super fun, and I still have it. I actually made my end credits for the moment from there. Motion Array is where you get all the good stuff for the Premiere Pro plugins. Marketplace, you get the stock videos, you get audio, you get After Effects, the one I don't use. I think After Effects was the actually aftermath of the Flash, Adobe Flash. I was trying to figure out myself in Adobe Flash. There's cool stuff, you can make it. I did achieve some things, but now it's gone. Well, things happen. But there's a marketplace you can get these things. Motion Array, which I do use, and I'll tell you how it's used. I use it for my intro credits, sorry, my mistake. So this is the one, and this is actually on Premiere Pro. It's an amazing piece of software. So whenever you hit play, this is my intro on the right hand side top. Motion Array actually has directions actually how to use it, and there's a good reason for that, because some of these things like here on the left hand side top, yeah, let's take a logo. It's a PNG file, so it's transparent background, and I need to open it actually in Photoshop to actually edit it. So this is how I changed it. Text is easier. Of course, there is a selection for the music. Text you can actually edit inside of the Premiere Pro, but unfortunately the graphics and everything, like you add the text or all like that, like all these things, they're slightly bit, well, they're not as easy to deal with, and at the same time you probably want to spend some more time with the software, or actually take a course or something to actually play with it, or be able to change something. It wasn't in the market for a long time. Apparently it was used for professionals. It's out there. I kind of switched to it because, well, I love the best things there are and I try to be the best, but I'm not there yet, of course. And I'm sure there's another piece of software that are really good, and they're free as well. The only other thing I can say, as the guy who loves all these things, the Filmora Wondershare, they do actually have the screen recording as well, which Adobe does not have. Adobe the Premiere Pro. That's why I use Captivate. It's all over here. It's both the pieces of software are still on my computer, and there's a reason for that. So, but I do need samples from the internet to actually run my Premiere Pro for like advanced things, because it's slightly bit more advanced and requires more skills to do these amazing things they do. That's why I do have the Motion Area account. So these are the options. They're the one I wanted to brought up. There's very much more, and I'm probably gonna redo the video later on when I get around them and actually know how they work. By all means, thank you for tuning in.